Hello and welcome to the channel. And in the words of Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan, this video is especially for you, Sven, at BFD Drives, and to JT at Retire, Big Toy Box Reviews. Now, I said at some point I may introduce you to some of my childhood toys, so I hope you enjoy this first video. Now, all of my toy cars were special to me, but unfortunately some of the early ones suffered paint damage through play, which is only really to be expected. But as I got older, I took more care with them, as I have with everything I've ever owned. And the first model I want to show you is this Dinky Supertoy fire engine number 956. So as we take a look at the top of the box, it quite clearly states Dinky Supertoys 956, which is the model number, and it says turntable fire escape with windows, which is interesting to note. And you see a picture of the model. And looking down the side, it says another fine Dinky Supertoy made by Meccano Limited. Now, in 1947, Meccano created a sub-brand, Dinky Supertoys. The Dinky brand had a range of bigger, more expensive toys, which were no longer Dinky. And by creating the Supertoys brand, it helped justify the cost and helped to partly answer the custom question, why do the larger ones cost more? Well, put simply, bigger models meant more metal, which meant more cost. So this could be easily addressed by saying they cost more because they're super toys. And the super toy range also included models with special features and mechanisms. Now, on the opposite side of the box, it quite clearly states made in England by Meccano Limited. And it has an extra explanation which says, here is an outstanding Dinky super toy, full of detail in a bright and attractive finish. Its fine extending ladder can be elevated to any angle and moved on its turntable to any position. And I don't know whether you can see it, but we've got the price actually written on the box on the end, and that's 15 shillings and 11 pence pre-decimalisation, so it's pre-1971. Right, I think it's time to take a look in the box. Growing up, we didn't have much money, but we had plenty of love, and my parents endured some hard times during the 1960s. That said, most people had very little, but I think it made us better people and it taught us to appreciate what we had and the value of money itself. I think it was bought for my 6th birthday, and it's totally original, it's not restored, and this was a significant purchase costing 15 shillings and 11 pence, which is the equivalent of 80 pence in today's money. Now, that may not seem a lot today, but to put it in context, it was a heck of a lot of money back then, and it was a big slice out of my parents' weekly budget. My mother bought it from a local toy shop, which was also a sub-post office, and she told me how, when she was visiting the post office, she could see how interested I was with the fire engine. I never said anything or even asked if I could have it, but she could see how much I liked it. And it was bought for my birthday, and I was absolutely ecstatic. And apparently, I'm lucky to have the box because this toy shop used to put the cars out on display, she tells me, and they would throw the boxes away. And their answer was, the kids don't want to play with the box, they want to play with the car. And my mother tells me the only reason this one had its box was because it was behind another car and the box was used as a platform to raise it above the others. So she took the opportunity to scoop it up with the box. Now, the fire engine itself is a Bedford fire engine, and I believe they were manufactured between 1959 to 1969, 1970. And what's interesting to know is that it said on the box outside, mine has window glazing, which apparently not all of them did. And I'm led to believe it makes it scarcer, but I could be wrong about that. And it's also one of the later models because it's got the red plastic wheel hubs and it doesn't have any winding handle cuffs either. Right, time to have a quick glance at the underneath. And as you can see, it's all metal. There we go. And hopefully you can see the paint finish. And the window glazing that we mentioned. As you can see, we've got the double bells on the top. And we've got the turntable. So let's have a look and see if we can get the turntable to work, which it should. So we just move that lever and you can see the turntable is going up, and the other lever on the far side there, we turn that and that should bring the ladder up. Unfortunately the string has stopped working, but you can actually get a leaflet which tells you how to restring it, so that isn't a major issue. But you can see it's quite a good length of ladder there. So of course then we want to get it into position to where we want to go, so the turntable will actually move round. Not easy with one hand, but you get the idea. So there we go, we've got the hours of fun as a child. So there we go. So you can see this has been loved and cherished from being 6-year-old. So it's over 50 years old. Originally, I'd intended showing you a couple of models today, but I'm going to leave it at that for now. If you'd like to see more of my childhood toy collection, please let me know in the comments. And I'm going to finish by saying thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.